Man like Robbie, today's the final of the FA Cup. It's Arsenal versus Chelsea, the last big trophy of the English domestic season, and it should be a fantastic game. Two great teams contesting it. Chelsea, of course, the champions of England in the Premier League, going for a chance to win the double. And Arsenal, really good pedigree in the FA Cup. They've won it more times than anybody else apart from Man United. Joint 12th. If they win it today, they would have won it 13 times, which would make them the team that's won it the most times. So lots at stake for both managers, Antonio Conte and also Arsene Wenger. And it's going to be really important what the lineups are. Chelsea more or less got a full squad. I mean, I suppose their only choice really is going to be to decide whether to start with Fabregas or do they go with Kante in the midfield. Arsenal got a lot more problems. There are problems in defence. Laurent Koscielny, of course, was sent off against Everton, so he can't play in the game. And they've also got injury doubts to Shkodran Mustafi and Kieran Gibbs. It could be a start for Per Mertesacker in the team. And also, quite a lot of controversy flying around yesterday when it sort of leaked out from Arsenal that David Ospina will start the game. Now, Ospina's been starting most of the FA Cup games this season. Looks like he's had it on a promise from the manager that he would have got the Champions League games and the FA Cup games. And that means dropping Petr Cech, who of course used to play for Chelsea. Petr Cech has been on great form recently as well for Arsenal. And the rumours yesterday going around is that Cech is unhappy about it. Whether this is true or not, we don't know. But certainly it's a massive game today for Arsene Wenger. Massive for Conte, but Conte, you know, he's got the title in the bag. It'd be great to do the double, but, you know, if he doesn't, you know, he's still been a fantastic season. For Arsene Wenger, this is the only thing really that can salvage a really poor season. And, of course, he's got those contract negotiations that he's going into over the next couple of days. Big board meeting at Arsenal. The owner of the club, Stan Kroenke, is flying in or is flown in for the FA Cup final. So Arsene Wenger could really, really do with a win today in the FA Cup final. And Arsenal are not the favourites to do so. So going to be really interesting what happens. And, of course, tomorrow here on the show, we will give you a big review of the FA Cup final. But really looking forward to it. 5:30 today should be a great game. Lots of transfer activity starting to happen now. Of course, we're moving into that time of year. The big one that got done yesterday was Bernardo Silva moving from Monaco to Manchester City. Now, you know, this is a massive deal. £43 million. Bernardo Silva's been absolutely brilliant last season for Monaco. One of the best players in France, integral in Monaco, winning the league in France, and he has gone to Manchester City for £43 million. He said that as soon as he found out they were in for him and the whole Pep Guardiola factor, he couldn't turn it down. And he's going to be a very, very good player in the Premier League. Really, really talented. Only 22, remember. Really, really good player. Where will David De Gea be next season? That is what a lot of people are asking themselves. There's still lots of rumours flying around, as they have done like for practically the last few seasons on David De Gea, that Real Madrid want to sign him. Now, the rumours today are that it's still that Real Madrid want to sign him, but Man United are saying, all right, if you want De Gea, we want Alvaro Morata as part of any deal that's going to be made, which again would really up the stakes on the deal. That's what Jose Mourinho apparently is saying. He wants Morata as any part of the deal. Again, whether this is true or not, we don't know. There's lots of speculation around this, but that is what's being said. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, top player, the top goal scorer in Germany again this season, and will be playing for Borussia Dortmund, should I say, against Eintracht Frankfurt today in the cup final and in Germany. And it could be his last game, said to be on the move. Manchester United and Manchester City apparently both really interested in signing him. He's previously said his place where he'd really like to go to is Spain and Real Madrid, but it doesn't look like Real Madrid are really interested in him at the moment, so he could be heading to the Premier League. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And finally, Pablo Zabaleta, who's been a fantastic player over the years for Manchester City, he is signing for West Ham United. So West Ham opting to bring in some experience at the back. Zabaleta now 32. West Ham signing Zabaleta. So there's going to be loads of transfer activities throughout the summer. All of it will bring you here on Man Like Robbie. And don't forget, tomorrow we'll be all over the FA Cup right here. Thanks for watching.
Man Like Robbie.